What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. I figured I blogged this morning on Insiders, but I figured I'd dish on it again. Last night, you had McDavid versus Matthews. Toronto wins in overtime. Connor McDavid's first game in Toronto against the Leafs. Storylines abound. Last two number one picks. The American kid from Arizona going up to save the Leafs. Gretzky 2.0 in Edmonton. And NBC Sports chose to broadcast the Tampa Bay and New York Islanders game. Now, before we go too far, I think Tampa's going to win the Cup this year. I like their chances. I think they've got a hell of a team. Islanders are supposed to have a good team, and obviously they look fucked. That's a different story. But my thing is, NBC Sports doesn't want to have two Canadian teams playing each other on national TV in the United States. But that's the direction the two best young players in the league were playing in that game. If you're a neutral fan, let's just say you live in Chicago, you're a Blackhawks fan, but you'll tune in and watch a neutral game. That's a game you're gonna watch as opposed to playing. And again, I'm not knocking Tampa or the Islanders, but it just seems like NBC Sports has the same docket of teams they're gonna play over and over and over again on national TV. And it's Pittsburgh, Philly, the Rangers, and I get Pittsburgh. They have that guy Crosby. I told he's pretty good. He's, I guess, the face of the league. 2 Stanley Cups, 2 Olympic golds. Even though the guy in Chicago is pretty good. We'll get to them in a second, too. But, you look at that. Philly with Comcast, fine. Whatever. Rangers, because they play in Manhattan. But my thing is, for those 3 teams, if you're a Philly fan, you're going to watch the Flyers no matter what. If you're a Rangers fan, you're going to watch them on MSG or whatever network they're on, no matter what. Same thing with Pittsburgh. So marketing the shit out of the same teams because they're East Coast teams is kind of stupid. Right? Last time I checked, and again, all 3 of those teams are pretty good. Pittsburgh's won 2 cups in the last 7 years. Rangers have gone to the final and been a pretty good team, and Philly's always in the mix. So whatever. But why not diversify? Why not have Toronto playing? Why not show that no, this kid's for real? Why not be marketing the fuck out of McDavid even in the United States? Because again, if you're just tuning into a game, just a neutral game your team's not playing in, you're gonna want to see the best players. It's that simple. And NBC Sports has their docket of teams again. Washington, because with Ovechkin, they're in the mix, and they're an East Coast team. And just kind of adjust it for whatever. I mean, I just think the league's shooting itself in the foot. There's as much great young talent as there ever has been, and the league's doing a piss poor job at marketing it. And I talked about this a couple months ago on this, the national TV schedule came out, but I am bullshit with how the MLB pushes their young stars. Mike Trout is on pace to be Mickey Mantle, and he's not as much of a household name as I think he should be. And Bryce Harper's a hell of a player. I got some great young pitchers, coming up and all that shit. But the MLB doesn't like marketing. They don't like binds on Twitter and GIFs and all that shit. They don't want people to know their brand exists. It's all right, whatever. So to see this is to see the NHL kind of going in the same way with, we're gonna put the big market East Coast teams on, and the Canadian teams can go fuck themselves. Not only is it disrespectful to those markets, and I know I get Canadian teams on American TV networks, all that shit, but who cares if what 2 teams are on if it's a neutral game? Because like I said, if you're a Rangers fan, you're gonna watch them on MSG. If you're a Bruins fan, you're gonna watch them on MSN. So get it together, NHL. I mean, we're in a golden age of young players, and hopefully the league comes around and is like, oh, maybe we should do a better job at getting them front and center. Anyway, that's all I got. So to the Power Play with CJ. Stay tuned for more episodes for the season and beyond. Later, guys.